Hey, what's up, Bootstrappers? This is Ryan Nickel coming at you with another coaching tip. All right, so I'm down in Fresno right now, getting ready to go record some podcasts with my homeboy Don Costa with Flip Talk. And in preparation for this morning, I was swimming. And when I was swimming, I was just like, man, what the heck? Because my desk has piles and piles and piles. I should have taken pictures of before and after. Right now it's all organized and nice and neat because my wife came in and we did a little bit of kick-ass cleaning yesterday. And she did the kicking ass and the cleaning, and I just kind of stood there just stupid. It's like, okay, that sounds great. All right, yeah, throw that in the trash. That's right. Go ahead and toss that. Oh, no, not that pile. No, don't throw that pile away. Oh, okay, guess that pile's gone too. All right. So she just came in my office and just like threw everything away. I'm like, crap. I mean, I had a lot of leads, a lot of deals there and stuff like that. And she's like, no, if these were leads and these were deals, you would have jumped on it already. And I'm like, I mean, there's some truth to that, but there's not. I mean, I do have like some scribbled names and notes and stuff like that I had not followed up with. And so as I was swimming this morning, I was thinking, I'm like, man, why am I so disorganized when it comes to follow-up, when it comes to keeping track of different leads and things like that. And the reason it came to me was it was just flat out obvious, was like, dude, you suck at being organized because you don't have a system. And it's like, I'm like, thank you. I realized I don't have a system. And so it's like, I realized that all of the dreams that I have that are surrounded with this life that I have as a real estate investor, they're crushed. They're gone if I don't follow up. And if I don't make follow-up a priority, then I'm going to continue to have these peaks and these valleys. Now, fortunately, my business model allows me to have a cash flow empire where I'm going out and I'm acquiring properties to, so I am acquiring properties that allows me to sell or finance these to somebody else so I can get cash flow monthly. So fortunately, I can screw up and then next month I got more money coming in. But what happens is, when I don't have enough cash flow, I have these peaks and these valleys in between because I'm not constantly going out there and acquiring more property. So, I mean, there are months where I am wholesaling and there are months where I'm not wholesaling. Now, the months when I'm not wholesaling, I'm fortunate that I'm able to live off cash flow. But if I have an unseen expense or something like that, well, guess what? I'm digging into my savings. Or I choose to go on vacation. So my cash flow right now currently just covers my nut. If I want to have some kind of luxury experience with my family, I have to dig into my savings for that. And so if I'm not out there actively purchasing property and either wholesaling it or getting a large cash down payment on something, then I'm digging into that savings. And so again, I have these peaks and I have these valleys. And part of that is my inconsistency as it comes to follow-up. When things are great, man, I am like, follow-up is like all over the place. When things are slow, I'm like following up with everybody because I'm like, where's my cash? I need to find a deal. And so again, I'm sitting there, I'm swimming this morning, and in between my strokes and my breaths, I'm like, what the hell, man? Why is this so screwed up as far as my organization? Like, I'll clean my desk up in a pile, like I'll put all the piles on one side, and I'll like go and like scribble notes down to all this stuff, and then I'll get all busy again, and then I'll go and I'll squeeze it all to the side again, and these piles just get taller and taller. And that's when my wife was like, look, you don't have a system. And I'm like, you're right, I don't. And so I sat down and I thought about it. I'm like, okay, it's a super easy system about following up and how to do that. So I went ahead and I'm not done with it yet, but it's like, I got to go back to the follow-up of what I was doing prior to allowing myself to be so lazy, because that's the truth of the matter is that I'm lazy when it comes to the follow-up. And it's not lazy that I'm lazy in actually doing the follow-up. I'm lazy in scheduling and filing and doing the things that lead to the follow-up, because when things come on my calendar, I call them back all the time. I mean, that's my business. But it's the ones that I don't know that are in limbo, like, oh, I don't know if this guy was a dealer or not. I don't know if I'm the maybes. So all the maybes that I have are what are holding me back. And I'm not like, what should I do? Should I follow up with this guy in 2 weeks? Should I follow up with him in a month? What should I do? What should I do? And so it's creating that complex situation of like, what do I do with my maybes? And it's not really that complex. It's just follow up with the dudes. It's all you got to do. And so my question is to you, and this is the coaching tip. If you're disorganized in your business, Can you look back and see if the disorganization was caused by a lack of a system? If it was caused by a lack of a system, you have the solution right there, and that's to create the system and then to adhere to the system. For me, I don't have the system, so I don't adhere to it. When I work with other investors, we have a protocol that I follow when I'm working with them, because I'm partnering with them on those deals, and I don't want to let them down. They're more fix and flips, but regardless of what their business strategy or model is, I can still apply what I'm doing in my business to go ahead and jump into what I'm doing in their business and apply it to my business. So it's just my lack of uniformity, or if that's even a word. Hell, it is a word. It's made it up. My lack of uniform application or organization that has caused for inconsistencies in my business. And so you just got to be consistent in your business. And you have to have the system to follow. If you don't have the system to follow, then screw, man. What are you even doing? And this is where I found myself, is that I was getting success just intermittently. There's no way to scale it. There's no way for me to plug somebody else into it when the workload becomes too much for one person, because of the volume, because the system has been applied. So that's where it's at. That's my coaching tip for you. If you're disorganized, look back to what systems you're following. If you don't have a system, then that's your problem right there. Create the system and then adhere to it regardless of what you're feeling or doing that day, and you'll have success. Like when I went back to looking at when I had success, man, I had a system down pat. I was driving for dollars on Monday. I was following up on probates on Tuesdays, and I was hitting it hard. Looks like I missed my turn somewhere, so I'm gonna jump off this right now. All right, see ya.